Autopsy.
Every time I pick up something new. I mean, you start with Toshiro Mifune, you end with Blade. That's the way we do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the way we do it here on Action Film Autopsy. What's going on? Your boy, Preston, Phat Samurai Guy. We are back again. Oh, yeah. With a plethora. That's right. A plethora of films and shows to talk about. But up first, you know him, you love him. He is the Kung Fu Santa. That's right. Award-winning and best-selling author. There you go. I got it right this time.
That's right. Well, that just happened this year, so that's fine.
Martial Arts Hall of Famer Ric Meyers, welcome back.
It's always a pleasure.
Yes, and here is the Anubis that be DJing. Welcome back, brother. With the
Thank you.
Look at that epic background. Oh my goodness! Shout out to the ghouls.
Too much shit.
That sounds like a bad wrestling chant. Too much shit.
Well, that's true of all of us. Too much shit.
Right?
Too much shit.
Oh, we got the chat is here in the house. Good. What is going on, everybody? We got Severio here. Oh, yeah. We got the Nightcrawler did. Oh, yeah. David Rose. It's showtime. Lizard King in the house. Happy Friday. We got Eric. What's going on? Judgment. Hey, there we go. Snake Plissken is my uncle. There you go. David Rose. Nice.
Call me Snake.
All right, we're going to go ahead and jump right into this. We're starting from the cinemas this time, and we're going to work our way down to Hi-Yah and all that good stuff. But up first, Anubis, I saw the trailer for Ghost Train, and it looked like this could be a lot of fun, man. So tell us about Ghost Train.
So Ghost Train basically is a South Korean film. It's kind of like an anthology in some ways, because each segment turns around and swings back around to our original cast, our original two people at the beginning. A young girl who's a YouTuber influencer trying to talk about ghost stories comes across this story about a haunted train station. So then it breaks into one section where a young boy is pushed in front of a train, passes away, obviously, and then it's haunted. And then, of course, you get another segment with a girl that uses acid. I have the third segment. It's kind of like my favorite, but I don't want to give too much away for people. But I just titled it Savage Refreshments. And when you see the film, you'll know why. And then the last one's like a beauty YouTuber, which, again, it starts bringing stuff full circle now. Obviously, if you've seen a lot of like Asian horror, you've got the traditional girl in dark black hair being creepy as hell. It's right. Like the staple of Asian horror. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. It's not like the favorite of the Asian horror films that I've seen, but I at least rated it like an 8 out of 10. So it's a decent film to check out.
I'm really looking forward to the point where that girl becomes so ubiquitous that somebody, she shows up and somebody goes, "Oh, hi," and goes on with what they're doing. Hey, nice for you to show up. That's good for you.
Awesome. Ghost Train. Cool. I definitely have to check that out. You guys can check it out right now digitally and be on the lookout for the Blu-ray release, baby. Oh, yeah, from good old Welgo USA. But yeah, I heard good things and the trailer looked fun, so I'm glad you liked it, Anubis. Yes. Yeah. Ghost Train. Oh yeah.
That's all right. That's why we're doing Hi-Yah at the end, because this is Welgo's month.
Yes,
for sure. All right. Now I saw the trailer for this back in the day and I was like, well, this looks fun. Rick, was Cold Storage fun?
Yes. Not to keep you on tenterhooks, it was surprisingly fun. Not only fun, but also surprisingly good for a Liam Neeson movie. I mean, nowadays, when I see Liam Neeson, I figure it's going to be on a certain level. And I lower my, well, Taken was the top of the line. It's all the stuff that followed Taken that was, less and less Taken. And so whenever he shows up, I mean, Gerald Butler shows up, Jason Statham shows up, Liam Neeson shows up, and I automatically take my brain and put it on the appropriate level. So I was expecting this to be okay, but it's it's smarter than that. I have I was moving around the way we were going to review these. So let me find my little thing about Cold Storage. Right. It's a British director, Johnny Campbell. Most of his stuff he's done for TV. So he was given this one. This is his second movie in 10 years. This is like, and so he was sort of like, he was doing this. All right, I'm going to have fun. I'm going to do a good job. And Cold Storage is originally, when I saw it, I thought, all right, B minus, because it's a Liam Neeson movie. But then it just kept growing on me because it had a sense of humor. It had a sense of energy, and Neeson had a sense of humor. So it was a combination of a legit zombie horror action film, as well as a satire of a zombie.
Okay.
And we're going to run into a bunch of that this month. This is maybe why it was released, because with Scream 7, which we'll be talking about, coming out like today, today. It came out today, Scream 7. So I think the guys who did Cold Storage, well, let's put it out before that, because it'll be the same month, because it would be a very nice little double feature. And we're going to run into a bunch of little double features this month. So Cold Storage was like, don't have low expectations. Have, it's a like several movies we'll be talking about. This is a very good B movie. Very good B movie. It's nice. It gets an A for a B movie.
All right. We like our entertaining B movies. Let's go. Copy that. Now this next one here, Crime 101. What's going on with this one, Rick? I didn't even heard of this.
In addition to being martial art boy, and I'm known for my science fiction and fantasy and mystery, but I love mysteries. Matter of fact, they were talking to me today about the World Science Fiction Convention, which is going to be back in LA for the first time in like a dozen years. But I went to LA Con 3. They're doing LA Con 4 this month. So that reminded me of the great science fiction stuff. But also, last time I was in LA was for the World Crime Convention about crime fiction. And Crime 101 is making it very clear that we are trying to make it's again, speaking of the Brits, Bart Layton. He's the writer, director, and producer of Crime 101. And I love these critics. They're critics going, oh, it's just a knockoff of Heat. Just a knockoff of Heat. And I'm going, when did Heat come out? How many people who go into the movies now saw Heat when it came out all those years ago? So it's a crime thing. So a crime thing about criminals versus cops. And, in Heat, of course, it was Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. In this, it's, Thor versus Hulk, which is another thing I liked about it. The cop was played by Mark Ruffalo, who's, he's not the show off like Al Pacino was. He's that tired, dependable, honest cop, while Chris Hemsworth is clearly an Australian in this movie. It's eminently watchable, and it's long, but it doesn't seem long. My friend who I went with, what do you think? He said that was good. I'm saying, that was good. And the action, everybody should know the action is front loaded. I mean, I was expecting for it to be a bigger car chase and a bigger fight at the end, but I think they were smart not to do that. All that stuff happens by the middle of the movie and the ending. But I will tell you legitimately, I found myself holding my breath at the end because it wasn't action based. It was
suspense.
Happen. Yeah. Okay. Really good.
Nice. Because she's got a great ass. Sorry, I had to do it.
That was your De Niro, right?
I had to do it. Yeah. I had to throw the line in there. Yeah. Cool. All right. Recommendation. Now this looked wild and bonkers, and it looked like a lot of fun. Rick, good luck, have fun, don't die. Is it fun? Is it bonkers?
It has fun in the title.
Oh no.
It has fun. It says, bring the poster up again. Good luck, have fun, don't die. That's your instructions for going to the movie. It's Gore Verbinski, who's gotten the freedom to do what he wants rather than doing all the things that didn't work out for him. I mean, he started really well. This is his first film in a decade.
Sheesh.
Because he made Repo Man, then he did Dog Day Afternoon, and then he did Lone Ranger, and Lone Ranger just killed him. So,
Right.
He basically wanted to come back and have fun, and he did. And of course, got the king of stars who loves having fun too. And it's, you won't,
It's Sam, right? Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell.
Nice.
So and Gore Verbinski. And again, you like this picture, you won't be disappointed. If you have if you have expectations for it to be something other than this, then you'll be disappointed. But otherwise, I mean, this to me is a great. What's that theater that serves food? I'm blanking again. Alamo Drafthouse. This is a genre of film that I call Alamo Drafthouse films, because what you want to do is come in with food, and if you do pot, come in with pot, and and have the cigarette and just relax, lean back, let it wash over you, have fun. Yeah, have fun. That's what they're telling you to do. So
Nice.
I'm looking forward to seeing that again.
Anubis, are you planning on reviewing that one?
I can. I mean, I'll check it out. I have to see where it's still in theaters, I guess, right now.
Yeah. Did you? Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
Not yet.
I recommend it.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. We're on a roll so far. Next up is Psycho Killer.
Okay, that killed the month. That just killed it. Our roll is over. There's no more rolling. We're on a roll, and then we crashed into a wall.
I heard some things that were not good.
Those things are correct. I believe it's got a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes.
What?
And I don't blame people for this. This is this is a bad movie. I mean, I did watch it, and it's done by the guy who wrote Seven.
That's crazy.
What?
Yeah. I mean, but again, the director, he was the writer, but the director and the studio obviously screwed it over, because the director, again, just like the other guys I was mentioning, the director of this thing, which is Gavin Poloni, it's his first film in 10 years. And he was not ready to come back.
So is this a slasher? Is this mystery? What was this?
No,
what is this? Horror?
It's a psycho killer. What is, on the poster is it's a young lady who I believe her parent was killed by this psycho killer. And this psycho killer is getting away with stuff, and she's trying to stop it. And
then Bane arrives. Is Bane the psycho killer?
Actually, it looks more like the Riddler.
Yeah, it really doesn't. It really doesn't matter. As far as I'm concerned, that's a picture of the director.
Okay.
That's him going, "You will do what I say, but all this sucks. You will do what I say anyhow."
0. It's still 0 on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
Well, there you go.
That's
Anubis,
crazy.
Anubis, I sense a challenge. You want to go in? You want to do this one with me?
No.
Yes, I
not
will.
waste
I
your
will do
time.
this with you.
No, if you're going to choose a movie, go to Redux Redux.
Okay. Next up,
Yeah, but Preston and I like fun. We like fun.
Well,
we like destroy.
definitely see all of them and come back to me next time.
Okay. Redux. Rick, what is this?
Big surprise. I thought it was it's written and directed by two brothers, and their sister is the star. It's a family movie. I said, this is a home movie. And also, the title, the little tagline, Revenge on Repeat, is also true. This is kind of Groundhog Day for taking revenge against the murderer of your child.
Yeah.
She is traveling, and it's also the multiverse.
Mhm.
She's traveling through the multiverse to find a place in the multiverse where her daughter is still alive, and to kill every variation on the person who killed her.
Whoa.
And as such, and again, I'm a science fiction guy. I like good science fiction. And this, as a time travel action movie, this is pretty primo.
This sounds awesome.
Yeah,
That sounds awesome.
This is like 100 on Rotten Tomatoes. This is like
Is this like a
100%
darker version of Time Cop?
No, this is a better version, a superior version, because Time Cop sucked. To my mind, Time Cop.
Time Cop.
Yeah, the one thing happened in Time Cop
it's Time Cock from now on. No.
Yeah. So as far as I was concerned, he lives through all the major incident in Time Cop, and then he goes back in time to solve the problem. And when he goes back in time to solve the murder of his wife, he behaves like he didn't know what was going to happen. Every single thing. He knew every single thing that was going to happen. So I was waiting for, this is going to be great because he's going to think ahead and he's going to change it.
Right.
These guys are going to walk into the wall and he's going to trip them and they're going to fall off the cliff. No, he's like, what's going on? I don't understand. And it's like awful. That does not happen in Redux. And Redux is also emotionally effective.
Nice.
You know, by the end of it, I was kind of like,
Cool.
Okay, double feature of Psycho Killer and Redux, but I strongly recommend that you see Redux second.
Okay. That sounds like a yin yang episode. Anubis, we'll do a yin yang episode.
I'm gonna look for these directors in this star, and I'm hoping they do. I hope this movie makes, because they didn't spend much money on it, but they did.
It should do well then.
I hope so, and I look forward to the next stuff.
Nice. All right. Next up, we have an anime here. And man, some of the screenshots I was seeing is really like gorgeous, beautiful looking.
It's
Scarlet.
Scarlet. The more you know about it, the more critical or judgmental you might be. But if you just go see it, it is a gloriously, beautifully made anime movie that, wasn't until like midway through I was wondering where it was coming from. Is she Scarlett O'Hara? What's going on here? And then I realized, no. It's Hamlet. It's Hamlet with a woman. And it's also time twisting. And, I also, the director, I love what they put on here, that he's Academy Award nominated. Not winner, but yeah, this is why this movie is out in February. But if you like anime, if you like Shakespeare, it's just, even by itself, even if you don't get into the plot, of course, the animation is glorious. And I'd give it an A minus, maybe a B plus, but it's still
pretty good.
It's still darn worth seeing.
Nice. Now, Rick, the last movie we discussed in the franchise, I believe you were a fan. You did enjoy it. So
which one?
The newest version here, Scream 7.
No
thoughts on this, Rick?
Scream. You misunderstood. You may have misunderstood me. Scream number 1 is one of my favorite films of all time.
Okay.
Scream 1, I thought was amazing. Scream 2, I tolerated, and then when the studio took over, because Scream 1 was written by Kevin Williamson, Scream 2 was written by Kevin Williamson, Scream 4 was written by Kevin Williamson, and other than those, the studio took over, and it was just, let's milk this cow until it's dead, until it's emaciated. And what's great is that maybe there are many other fans of Scream, the original Scream like me, who will go see every single one because it has become a cult-like event. But as it goes on, at this point, again, as a mystery lover, I just throw up my hands. Scream 5 and 6, I just was like going, there's no way for me to solve this. The great thing about Screams 1 is I could solve it. It was a fascinating murder mystery. It was a satire of slasher films. I knew the director, Wes Craven. I worked with him on the Resurrected Twilight Zone back in the mid-'80s. I loved Scream 1 because not only is it a legitimate slasher movie, it's a play-fair mystery that you can solve and doesn't cheat you. Okay. Everything you can solve it. And also it's a brilliant satire of slasher films. So I was very excited about 7 because Kevin Williamson is back writing it, but also this is the first one he's directing. So I'm going, okay. Now, what's going to happen here? Is the studio going to let him do what he wants to do? Which would make sense that he would now do what he did for all the other Screams that he didn't write, that he would do it in this one, that he would satirize them. And he would make it, again, Playfair mystery, legitimate slasher movie, and satire. There's a little, I could see the handprint, the fingerprints of the studio, because they don't want him to end this. They want to, again, given the status of the film industry at this point, they want it to keep going. So I think I still liked it a lot. It's like my third favorite, and it's got a lot of legitimate stuff in it. But the thing is, it made me sad because I couldn't solve it because I'm too old now. My brain isn't sharp enough.
Does this comment here sum up your thoughts?
What's that?
Damo says, I enjoyed the first 2/3 of this, of Scream 7. The final third has maybe the worst killer reveal / motive of the entire franchise. Do you agree with that?
I don't agree with that entirely.
Okay.
I bet in the original script, what you're alluding to, the motive specifically, because I actually thought, that could have been brilliant. Yeah. That could have been brilliant because of the way the other Screams worked. Because people, they were doing things in these other Screams just to keep the Scream going. So Williamson tried to do a twist on that. But again, he also wanted to keep working. So it was like, I know exactly what you're saying. And I'm looking forward to seeing either the director's cut, if they let him do one, which is unlikely, or the original script to see what they do with that twist. Does anybody, everybody vote. Does anybody want me to tell what the...
No spoilers. No spoilers.
No.
Oh, because Anubis hasn't seen it yet. I haven't seen it.
I have that.
I loved Action Film Autopsy when there were spoilers. I have to yeah.
Kevin says my sister-in-law just got out of the theater. Scream 7 and pure garbage.
No, I don't agree with that.
Well, what's funny is I read all the time that there's this fan base of this franchise that is very angry that Barra and Ortega are no longer part of the franchise.
Yeah, that's the other thing. If you look at all the reviews, of this movie, some are going, "This is great." Kevin Williamson fans, but they don't. The guys who jumped on the bandwagon late to the game, they want it the way they want it, and other people, and I want it the way I want it.
So maybe in Scream 8, they'll bring everyone together. Maybe,
and they did set up Scream 8, so it all depends on how well it does, not how because at this point, there are always people who hate it. There are always people who like it.
Yeah.
And by the way, so I've come up with a new song. Here we go. There won't be spoilers. There won't be spoilers. There won't be spoilers. Spoilers. Okay. But the important thing, I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I had a lot of promise.
All right. Did you like it? Did you like it more than the last one?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But that's because.
All right. Okay. This next one up, a big shout out to all of you out there. All of you guys for recommending that Rick covers this on Action Film Autopsy. So you guys suggested this. Anubis has seen it as well. We'll get his thoughts in a second. I will be doing, this week was a shit show. So, life. You gotta love it. So I didn't get a chance, jazz hands. So I didn't get a chance to watch it. I'll do a review later. I'll do a review later of it. All right. Next up, we have
perfect.
Dhurandhar.
Again, we're on to Netflix. We're out of the theaters now. We're on to Netflix. Yeah. And if you didn't hear, Netflix is not getting Warner Brothers.
Oh, really?
No, it's not.
Good.
Yeah, I read that today too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they said. That's what Netflix said. They said, hey, it would have been a great thing if we could have done it for our price, but not at any price. So I think that'll be fine. They'll be fine. Everything will be fine. But meanwhile, back on Netflix, here's, to me, My favorite Bollywood film, and I used to remember back in the day when I just finished my first book on martial art movies back in like 1985, I thought my next book would be on Bollywood films. So I had an Indian store in Connecticut down the street from me, and I would rent all their movies, like a fistful of them every week. And so I'm very well versed in classic Bollywood. Well, once we hit RRR,
Yeah.
that was the end of classic Hollywood. There was no way you could improve on that. In fact, the poor director can't even improve on that.
Bollywood,
he had to say, what can I do now to move the genre ahead?
Okay.
And Dhurandhar is that move ahead. Now,
So same director.
I don't know if it's the same director.
Oh, okay.
But it might be.
Okay.
But it is a famous director
Nice.
and India is pushing their genre forward because they can't just they've had decades and decades of musicals.
Right.
They're not in the mood to do musicals anymore. So This one, how long is this one, DJ? This is 3.5 hours.
It's close to that, yeah.
Yeah, and it's part one, by the way.
Yeah.
They're going to be doing another one.
Right.
It's an ongoing story. It is very controversial because the really wonderful thing about the old Bollywood movies is that they would deal with their conflict, India's conflict with Pakistan, but because they would couch it in a musical coding, it wasn't as serious. This movie, Pakistan is pissed by this movie because it's based on an actual story, and it's an espionage movie. It's a spy film, but it's a really serious, authentic spy film, and I'm not used to that. So when I turn on, I'm going, oh great, I'm going to watch on Netflix one of the Indian films, and it's going to be fun, and there's going to be musicals, and there's going to be dance numbers. No, there's not. So now I'm going to turn it over to wrong finger. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to DJ, and you tell him what you thought of this.
So yeah, like you guys, when you initially reviewed RRR, like I was late to the game. Like I probably watched it months after you had already reviewed it, and when I did, I was surprised for a couple of reasons. It was my first real dive into Bollywood, and so like I'm sitting there watching it one late night, and about an hour and a half to 2 hours in, I'm thinking, is this going to end soon? I'm looking at the thing. I'm like, dude, I still have like another hour and 30 minutes. And then, of course, you get to like the dance scene in there, and I'm like, what just happened to me? Like I'm watching this action, this tension. All of a sudden, everyone's just breaking out and then dancing and stuff. I'm like, I was not expecting it. So needless to say, that movie is awesome. It's like a 10 out of 10 easily. So I went into this because I saw it was on the list and saw it was on Netflix. So I checked it out. Again, you got the length of time in there. It's a bit more of a slower burn than RR is, and so like you had to kind of be a little bit patient with it. But as it started unfolding, I still liked a lot of the sceneries. There's like a lot of cool like death scenes, gunshots and head cut off and stuff like that. The soundtrack is actually very good, very, very good. Nice. There is one dance scene. It's a little bit more subtle. It's like towards the end of the film, but that's really kind of all you get in that. It's not super long. But I still came out of this really, really loving it. I love the story. As Rick said, it is based off history. So I'm still giving it like a 10 out of 10. It's not quite as entertaining as RRR, but it's still right up there in terms of some of the better stuff that I've seen so far. But Rick has seen more than me, so he has a bit of different perspective on the whole scene than I do.
Yeah, this movie is re-educating me in terms of modern. We can't even call it Bollywood anymore because India has a multi-level, multi-language stuff. Yeah. I'll come up with a new term, but yeah, and it's worth seeing, and it's on Netflix, so that's easy enough for you if you have Netflix.
Copy that. Yep, I'm definitely going to be checking that out. Now, I did a trailer reaction for this next movie, and it looked fun, and it was kind of giving me, what if Cutthroat Island was rated R and really bloody? Vibes. But, Rick, tell us about the Bluff.
Well, Basically, again, as usual with Prime, you know everything you need to know about this movie from the poster. Now, on the poster, yes, you have these wonderful two actors. And she's, of course, she's a Bollywood star. She's an international star. She's married to Joe Jonas now. And Carl Urban can do anything.
Pretty much.
So, but I defy anybody to explain that title to me. That title, that is, I'm saying.
Chat, are you listening?
Yeah,
it's only a reference.
What,
only a
what
reference.
the F? Why would they call this The Bluff? It's terrible title.
Did anyone call a bluff? Call a bluff? No?
It doesn't matter even if they're on
the bluff references like what do you call it's a signal that's sent that you have to burn to just attract ships from outside of the island.
Yeah, exactly. Cutthroat Island, Crosswood, John Wick.
So it's on a bluff, basically.
It's on a bluff, but it's still, even though it is on a bluff, it's a terrible title.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It does
hill, the mountain.
But thankfully, the picture tells you again what you need to know. And what's another thing that's fun? It's a Prime original. In other words, they could have. The directors and do I have all the info? Yeah, Frank E. Flowers. He's a new director. He's the guy who did this. He made the documentary Bob Marley One Love, and as such, so he brings that sensibility to this. But yeah, a lot of good action.
All right.
Nobody in the movie takes it seriously. Nobody. I mean, they just. But it's cool. But if you have expectations for it to be, Cutthroat Island was a good choice rather than Reservoir Dogs. It could have been Reservoir Dogs, but no, it was. Okay. And as such, it's very entertaining. But everybody's quipping. Everybody's quipping from the beginning, and it takes place in 1846, and they're still quipping. But that's fine.
Yeah, I wanted to like it more than I did for sure.
Yeah, there you go. So if you
relax, what was your thoughts on it, Anubis?
Yeah, go, man.
Well, obviously the trailer leads a lot. Like you get really excited for it by watching it. And, like Rick said, I thought Urban and Chopra were great. Like she's really good. I loved her in Quantico when she was doing that show a while back. But really, it seems like almost in a way, and I don't know how Rick would define this either, but when you're watching something, like there's some gore in it, but it doesn't push the envelope like I thought it would. So when you think of like the Red Band trailer for the original, the Mortal Kombat from 2021, you're hyped. You're like looking at it, like, oh, this looks great. It seemed like they were going to go in that direction. And then all of a sudden someone just pulled back and said, we're not going to go all in. We're just going to kind of give you this PG-13 look at it. And that's eventually what happened. So I kind of got lost in the luster a little bit with that. So, but it's a decent watch, but I came out of it more of like a 6 out of 10 than I would have expected when I saw the trailer.
You see, that's the thing. The trailer is the classic old trailer that they used to do all the time when I was a kid, which is they're promising you a movie you don't get to see.
Yes.
And and basically, and Prime sort of said, get everybody to watch it.
Yeah.
Get everybody to be disappointed when they watch it, but get everybody to watch it. Because this was a bait and switch trailer.
Yeah. Wow. Oh no, that's not good.
But not completely switch.
But not trash.
It's not
trash. Okay.
Don't go in like this. Don't go in like this. Go in like this.
Yeah. Lower your expectations.
Lowered expectations. All right. Next up, this one looked like a really cool thriller brought to us by the almighty Wellgo USA. We're in the Wellgo USA territory now / Hi-Yah. All of the films we're talking about right now, digitally, check them out, and buy them on 4K and Blu-ray when they come out physically.
Or go
buy
to
them
the
all.
Theater. Go out to the theaters in the case of one.
Yes. All right, up first we have Rescue at Dongji.
Oh my God, I love this one so much because I've been talking, I think, for the last couple of episodes about China adjusting to its film industry. They're sort of like going originally from 1997 to like 5 years ago. They say we're going to exert our control and they're going to do what we want them to do the way they used to do before Shaolin Temple and Jet Li, and that is that it'll all be basically thinly disguised propaganda. But then they stopped doing. I mean, the moment came when Wu Jing did Wolf Warrior 2, and they wouldn't let him do Wolf Warrior 3 because again,
it still hurts.
We don't want individual heroes. We want teams. We want people working in teams. But at the same time, they're beginning to realize, because as new politicians come in, that we should not. We have 3 billion people in this country. We should entertain.
Right,
so we should find compromise and balance. And this is a great example. This is the quintessential Chinese movie. There is not. Go back to that poster. Can you pick out one guy in that poster or one woman in that poster? No, there's a lot of people. This is a teamwork movie, and it's based on a true story.
That's crazy.
It's an awesome true story, too, where the Japanese are bringing a bunch of British POWs back to Japan to kill, basically, because that's what they liked doing, or certainly torture, because they love torturing. And a bunch of Chinese fishermen said, well, we're not happy about this. And so they rescued like 300 British soldiers from the savage, sadistic Japanese. And as such, it's like I'm watching this going, that's the way you do it. That's the way you do propaganda. That's awesome. I liked everybody. Yeah, you saw in that picture that, there was some CGI video SFX, but there, as we found out with ChatGPT and AI art, it's getting better every week. It used to get better every year. It used to get better every month. Now it's getting better every week. And pretty soon it's going to be getting better every day. And also then it's going to get better every breakfast, every lunch, and every dinner. And so it's very worthwhile. It's a great adventure movie.
The trailer looked great. So yeah.
2 hours and 13 minutes.
It's on the list for sure.
Yeah,
to watch.
It's really cool.
Nice. Now this next one up here, I have a little connection with this one, kind of.
Yes. What is it?
So my my small little cameo in the Shepherd Code Road Back action movie, shout out to Ellen De La Bee, features Shina West. Also is in the same film. She has a really great fight scene. She has 2 really great fight scenes in the Shepherd Code movie. So we're kind of in the same project together, kind of. I have never interviewed her. I would love to in the future. Her story, Rick, have you heard Shina's story?
A little bit of it, not all.
Yeah, so it's pretty amazing. She has a gigantic following on Instagram, but her martial arts skills are just mind-blowing when you watch her on Instagram. But she got into a really horrible accident many years ago. Mm-hmm. And she self-taught herself martial arts, self-taught to kind of help with her rehabilitation. And then it just took off and she became obsessed with it.
Yeah.
And she's been in a lot of movies. She's had some small roles here and there in the MCU and stuff like that. But this is her first leading role in this movie. So we got Mark Dacascos has a small little part in here. Rick, tell us about Jade. Thoughts?
Well, this is somewhat similar to Redux Redux in that it's a whole movie. But that's what you should take it as. It's a guy named James Banford, and he is a stuntman who has now moved on to directing this. And they spent very little money, but they got Mickey Rourke and Mark Dacascos and Shayna, and basically you can see they put it together as they went along. And if they could do every single scene as a fight scene, that's what they do. That's what they would have done. And take it as it comes. This is the ultimate fast forward to the fight movie.
Copy that.
The rest of it is put together with Scotch tape.
Right.
And also some of the fights are frustrating to me because we have real martial artists here and a director, choreographer who knows what he's doing. But again, because of the money and because of the time they had, the production time.
Probably, yeah.
They just, again, here's the camera work. Then here's the cutting.
Yeah.
Here's all the
Right.
stuff. So it's enjoyable, but again, yeah, it's a whole movie.
We could do better.
It's a whole
Gotcha.
movie.
Gotcha. It's an indie film. Okay.
It's
Copy
it's-
that. Well,
it's a
she looked
likable
great.
one. It's
She
a-
looked great. She looked great fighting in the Shepherd Code Road back.
and she looks great in this too. It's just
Yeah.
that it's like it's a little slapdash.
Well, it's her first little outing.
But again,
so I'm
look
sure
at her.
she'll be
She's-
doing more.
She's acting the heck out of that.
Yeah, she's great. She's
Yeah.
amazing.
Excellent.
Yeah,
All
I'll have to
right.
probably try to watch it again. I think I got like 20 minutes in, but I was really struggling with it. So
Yeah. hey, it's all good. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. It's all good. But she's great, so hopefully we'll see her in better stuff. So, all right, Son of a Punch, Hi-Yah original.
this was
I know
fun.
that we interviewed that guy way back in the day here on the channel, Rick.
Yep.
Well, actually, you interviewed him.
Yeah.
I just sat here. My interview with him, the audio, there's no audio. The audio cut out. So you'll never see my interview with Philip, but it's okay. Rick got a chance to talk to him.
Well, if you look closely at my interview with him, you'll see that Phat's hand was on the back of my head, pulling my strings, and I was going. And that's anyway. Son of a Punch. There was on YouTube last night. I saw the top 10 movies, martial art movies of the year. Guess what number one was?
No.
It was its original title, Second Life.
Okay.
Yeah, this Son of a Punch, I believe, is a Hi-Yah retitle, and it's a great retitle. But it's very hard to find information because the original title is Second Life. That's what it's known on as the Hong Kong movie database and all the rest of it. But Son of a Punch is a perfect title, and it gets the tone. Now, do you recognize the woman on the left there?
Yes, Kung Fu Hustle.
Kung Fu Hustle, and also Man with a Golden Gun.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
She was the landlady in Kung Fu Hustle. She was the one of the two fighters who saved Roger Moore's ass in Man with a Golden Gun, and she's awesome in this. This whole thing, it's a comedy, it's a mystery, it's an action movie, it's a family drama. And every single scene is delightful in its own way, and the action is excellent. It's a ludicrous plot, but it's a delightfully ludicrous plot, and I can recommend it as. And it's not a fast forward to the fights. It's a sit there and enjoy yourself.
Nice.
Bring popcorn.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Only on Hi-Yah. That's right.
That's
Check it
right.
out.
Hi-Yah.
Nice. Cool. We enjoy Philip's work for sure. Shout out to Philip Ing. All right. This next one, we have a series, Rick.
Oh, this is so.
We know that legend.
I really should have. It has a theme song with lyrics that I love. And every episode, it was originally 20 episodes. They turned this into 10 episodes, but it's still got the whole series. And the theme song and the title, it was just like the whole series is made for me. It was 2005. Yun Biao, Master Killer himself, La Cahoy, is in this. Beardy is in this. There's another one who's in it. Who else is in this? Wait a minute. It's Yun Biao. It's Yun Hua. Yun Hua is in it. Gordon Liu is in it. Leon Kar-yan.
All right.
It was celebrating the anniversary of the TVB, which is the big Hong Kong television thing, and also it was celebrating Kung Fu. That's why it's called Real Kung Fu, because if you guys haven't started following Jet Li on TikTok, I can strongly recommend, because Jet Li is not mincing words. He made it very clear. He's going, everything you think is Kung Fu is not Kung Fu. This is Kung Fu. And what Real Kung Fu does, even though it's mostly about Hung Gar, it's also talking about the full Kung Fu. Most people that I'm aware of, most people I've met, think Kung Fu is martial arts. It is not. It is 6 things. Martial arts is one thing. That's fighting. This Kung Fu is many things. Kung Fu is human achievement, as I say in Films of Fury, the Kung Fu movie. And Jet Li will tell you that it is a real, what's it called? Honest work, real work, hard work. But but I don't want to call it work because I don't consider work hard. I consider work fun and great and constructive and creative. So that's the way I think of Kung Fu. So every episode, it follows a complete plot all the way through, but every episode touches upon a major component of real Kung Fu. And again, I should have learned the theme song and sung it for you now in English, because the theme song is in Chinese, but the subtitles tells you what it's saying. And it's always saying things like, it's not what you think it is, it's more like this, it's all balance, it's all smartness, it's all, And so I love this show. And I'm looking forward to watching it a second and third. It's 10 episodes, so I'm going to watch it 10 times.
I'm so happy Hi-Yah is getting more series and more shows.
Well,
that's so
especially
awesome.
awesome series and awesome
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah. All right. Real Kung Fu. Got to check that out. And now we got the big one. The big one's going to be at the end, but we have the first one. Do you want me to play? You want to give your thoughts on Back to the Past first?
No,
and then we play?
No, of course. Frank was going to be here when this was originally scheduled for Tuesday, but we had to move it because of the blizzard. And so now we're here. So Frank couldn't make it, but Frank sent a video.
Yes.
So let's
special video.
DJ Preston and I and Kung Fu Santo will discuss it afterwards. But
okay.
Frank goes first. Here comes the beast.
Here comes the commentary beast. Frank Djeng. Let me go ahead and bring it up here. Look at that handsome guy. Look at that guy right there.
There, that guy. Oh my God, that scared me.
He looks like
right.
IT.
Yeah,
there we go. Blow it up. Let me blow it up here, and let me get rid of us mugs. There we go. And I'll mute us for a second.
Hello, Frank Djeng here, the commentary beast. I'm here to talk about two films. Hello, Frank Djeng here, the commentary beast. I'm here to talk about two films, both released by Welgo in the US, North America. First one is Back to the Past, Tam Chun Gay. Now, this is actually a legacy sequel to a very, very popular 2001 TVB television series starring Louis Koo and Raymond Lam Fong. And so this film was actually made in 2019, but because of the subject matter about assassinating a living emperor ruler, somehow it was prevented from release, in China by China because it's a China-Hong Kong co-production, and also probably because of the anti-extradition demonstration in Hong Kong at that time. So the film was shelved for 6 years, and finally, all of a sudden, it came. They say, okay, we're going to release it, and in the end of the 2025 in Hong Kong, and then subsequently release here in the US. Now, this film is a direct follow-up to the TV series. It's not a sequel. It is a sequel, but it's a direct follow-up. It's not a reboot. It's not a remake. So. For those of you who are not familiar with the TV series, you might be utterly confused by the film because there's no introduction of the character. They just show up. You kind of it just really continues right after what happened at the end of the TV series. So, but I still recommend you go see it because it is a big budget production. It's a very fascinating sci-fi film. Really, it's a really Back to the Future, except we're going back to the Qing Dynasty. Louis Koo is charming as usual. Raymond Lam's great as the Emperor once again. And the film has a lot of nostalgia factor for us Hong Kongers. There's a lot of, the film has a lot of like hidden meaning about, when are we going to go back to Hong Kong? And obviously, if you know what happened to Hong Kong recently, you know that lines like that will strike a nerve, in a lot of a lot of Hong Kong audiences who are overseas. So, but it's a big budget production, some great action by Sammo Hung. You can tell these are Sammo Hung action when you see it. Not a lot of action, but whatever action there is they're great. So don't be like scared by not knowing the story and stuff. I mean, the film really have some moment that let you catch up on what happened. So go see Back to the Past if you can. Now, the other film that I really want to talk about is the Blades of the Guardian, 標人風起大幕. Now, this film is actually based on the comic book series, 標人. This is a Chinese comic manhwa written and illustrated by Zhang Zizhu. And so the film is an adaptation of the comic book. It's like 13 books right now. It's still ongoing. So the guy's still writing it. and he's written it on and off over the years. So it's basically about this bounty hunter played by Wu Jing, who has to escort this very important rebel, who's trying to overthrow the Choi dynasty. So he has to protect him, and so they all also being chased by others. So it's kind of like John Wick if you think about it. They're being chased by bounty hunters, government officials, and what have you. Jet Li has an extended cameo in the beginning of the film, and they have a great fight. He had a great fight with Jackie Wu Jing, and of course with Zheng. And it's too bad that first fight was really, to me, it was the best fight. I mean, all the other subsequent fights are good, but I think the first one was really the best. And Yuen Woo-ping, directed there. He's 80 years old now. He still got it. It's a fantastic film. And the desert setting, they actually shot this in the desert. And so you can tell, the vista, the locale is all wonderful. The costumes, everything's great. Story, there's quite a bit of character, but then, it's based on a comic book. So, and you have some strong female characters. And Wu Jing is great. He was discovered by Yuen Woo-ping initially for Tai Chi 2, so it's great to see him working with Yuen Woo-ping again. And the film clearly set up for a sequel because one important character, he didn't know whether he died or lived in the film. And so, in the story is still ongoing. The film didn't end with a completely like a resolution thing. So and also the comic book itself is still ongoing. So clearly set up for a sequel. But it's a wonderful film. It's a great throwback to the old school wuxia films. And not a lot of hand-to-hand fight, mostly sword fight and weapons fight. But I think you're very much enjoying it. It's definitely worth seeing it on the big screen. You need to see it on the big screen to appreciate all the desert visuals and the sounds and everything. So again, this is also by Wellgo. So go see these two films. Support Wellgo. Support really Asian cinema in USA theater. So until next time, take care and bye-bye.
That's his fabulous, memorable tagline.
Yeah, there you go.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Frank. Thank you so much for that. And now, Anubis, we got our answer. We got our answer about Jet Li's character.
Well, not exactly.
No?
Because even though we all came out with the same conclusion,
okay,
I've been reading online that people say he actually passed.
Oh, the character.
Yeah, so I don't really know. Like at this stage, I just don't know.
Well, that's fine.
They'll bring it. Anubis, they'll bring him back.
Of course.
Jet Li.
Yeah. He's immortal.
If Jet Li wants to come back.
Did you ever see The Mummy 3? He's immortal.
Oh, there was a third mummy? No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
But before we hear from the Ric Meister here, me and Anubis watched this together, and man, just smiles on our faces the whole entire way through. Really loved it. I mean, this is probably one of the best wuxia movies I've seen in years. There was just something special about it. And yeah, he's right.
So
the
good.
Jet Li fight is the best fight, but all of the fights were really good, and all of them had their own flavor to it. There was a fight in the snow. He had a fight during a sandstorm. It was very creative. He had all these weapons fighting, and the cinematography, music, the characters. I don't know. I love this movie a lot. Like, this is going on one of my best action movies of the year easily. But yeah, Rick.
Yes.
Blades of the Guardians.
We're not going to talk about Back to the Future.
Oh, we could do Back to the Future first. Go for it.
Yeah, Back to the Past.
Back to the Past. Yeah.
Well, both of these movies have things in common. In the case of all of them, they're sort of monuments. This is an adaptation. I think did Frank say that it was a television series?
Yes.
Yeah. And so this is an adaptation of a television series. What you're seeing here, again, is the China Film Bureau struggling to create entertainment for the masses that's not overly political. So as such, for me specifically in America, it's always fascinating. It takes on a completely different level because, of course, I was the first major guy to promote these kind of films in America, the Hong Kong cinema in America. So I watch it with a different attitude. And as such, this is not a major film. And again, I thought of it as Back to the Future. And so it was interesting more than entertaining for me. But now, Blades O' Guardians, again, you see the guys, you see the three, and you see the China Film Bureau coming to grips. I'm fascinated because the first time I went to Hong Kong with Jackie Chan back in 1978, and I went to his 30th birthday in the early 80s, and I went to the big party, and everybody who was anybody in Hong Kong was there. And everybody was looking at me like this strange little creature that had come through the. And Manfred Wong, who plays the villain in that Cynthia Rothrock Yuen Biao movie Above the Law, he came over and he was every inch the Hong Kong star, beautiful suit. And he looked at me and he went, "You like these movies?"
Melvin said that?
Melvin? I thought it was Manfred. But in any case,
Yeah.
Mr. Wong said that. And I went, "Yeah." And he was like, and he reacted as if the way it used to be when I was a kid. And when I was growing up, we had all those Roy Roger Westerns, these cheap little Westerns. And I loved those. And I would go to school, I love those. And people, "You like those movies?" And I realized the more I talked to studio people, and when I also was Jackie's guest at the Hong Kong Film Awards, which is their vision of the Oscars, and I talked to all these people, they think of Kung Fu films as B Westerns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or they would call them Easterns. And so I'm always fascinated to see how the industry treats them. I was surprised that Blades of the Guardians was that Welgo was able to get it, because normally there's other movies that they don't sell to Welgo, they sell to other people.
Yeah.
But again, since it's Kung Fu, it's kind of like maybe that's why they got it, but that's fine. But it's not Kung Fu, of course. They don't want Kung Fu. They've never wanted Kung Fu. I've said this several times that, the Shaolin Temple was burned like 6 times throughout history, and 3 of those times was by the government, by the Chinese government. Because again, my little motto is China doesn't need 3 billion people with open minds, and Kung Fu unavoidably opens your mind. So wuxia they can do, wushu they can do. So I call it wushu sha or wuxia shu at this point. And that's what this movie is, a great example, because these guys, Jet, what was Jet's, I believe Jet's last movie before coming back for this was the live action Mulan. And that was an embarrassing piece of crap. And a matter of fact, if you watch Jet's performance, I suggest you watch the live action Mulan just for Jet's performance, because this is Jet. This is Jet. Through the whole movie, he was like, "I cannot believe I'm in this piece of crap." So
Badges of Fury wasn't that good either.
Oh no, not at all.
Late Jet movie, but he was making more of a cameo in that. So
exactly. So here, and Wu Jing, of course, he wasn't able to do Wolf Warrior 3 because the Chinese government said no. So he gets to be unleashed in this,
and he's so good in this too.
Because both of them are taking their revenge.
Yeah,
it's like, this is what we've always wanted to do. Please let us keep doing this.
Yeah.
So as such, I was like going,
yeah,
guys, come on, man. Or better yet, I'm going, man.
There you go. And me and Anubis were like, as soon as Jet arrived, we were like, dude, he's on his presence, his performance, his acting is like, he just soaks up the screen. He's so good. Anubis, thoughts? I'm talking for you.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, dude, the fight choreography, the cinematography in this film is outstanding. I said in my review that I did, and I didn't give spoilers away, but I said there's one moment where the 3 of us that were watching it, all I can make reference to is just keep your head up, because you're going to know what I'm talking about when it happens.
There could be only one.
I'm saying we were all like, oh, shit. Yeah. It was like one of the best moments in the film. And so like, we just could not be ecstatic enough when we were watching this. All 3 of us were just going nuts. It's like,
I'm still smiling.
I have to try to go find this in a theater, because it would be so awesome if I can get in a theater to watch this.
This is a Kung Fu fans movie. This is very clearly a tribute, a monument to the Kung Fu film fan. and more. I think more specifically for the Western kung fu film fan, even more than the Eastern one. I'm going to be fascinated to see what kind of box office it has in China.
Right. Well, hopefully it does gangbusters, man. But yeah, really enjoyed it. And another little bonus, the little kid didn't annoy the fuck out of me. Because at the beginning of the movie, I'm like, ditch the kid, drop off the kid at Uncle Tony Leung's place. Good thing he didn't do that, but if you watch the movie. But no, the kid was fun. The kid was hilarious. The kid wasn't useless. The kid wasn't annoying. So yeah,
each character stood out, which I really like, because you didn't get lost in the sauce. Each one had their own identity, even though the movie's not super long, but they each had their own identity, which separated them all. So you can just follow the movie, no problems.
And we have Yuen Woo-ping to thank for that, because he's 80 years old and he's taken all 80. He's the Sifu.
Insane.
He's the Sifu of this film. So he's not going to let you get annoyed by that kid, because 60 years or more of filmmaking might comes into this film.
He made a little cameo at the end. There's several little cameos. Yeah. You'll recognize a lot of people.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm still smiling. I have not stopped. But yeah, highly recommend Blades of the Guardians. If you guys can still try to find it in theater, I don't know if it's still out there. I know it came out on the 17th. But if you can find it in a local theater somewhere, go see it. If not, Wellgo has got you covered.
Highly recommended movie of the year so far.
Check it out digitally. Buy the Blu-ray. Buy the 4K. Let's go.
And see it on Hi-Yah.
Yeah. All right. We have reached the end here. And a quick Rick's recap.
What a February it was.
Yeah. All right. Rick's recap for everybody who got here late that's watching right now. Here we go. Ghost Train. Thumb up. There we go. Recommended by the Anubis one.
Wait a minute. Was that a full thumb up or was that a side full?
It was kind of like just about 8 out of 10. We're right about here.
Okay. Cold Storage. Okay. All right.
It's not completely straight, but it's
okay.
It's
Crime 101. Nice. Good luck, have fun, don't die.
All of it true. It's a hoot.
You clearly adapted the doc. I was born in it. Thumbs down for Psycho Killer. All right. Redux. Nice. Scarlet. Frankly, I don't give a damn. There we go. And let me scroll down a little bit more here. Scream 58. Okay. Tilted there. Dhurandhar. Look at that. There we go. Thumbs be upping. The Bluff.
It's a hoot.
Rescue at Dongji.
Yeah, good old fashioned adventure action.
Nice. Jade. Okay, a little tilted there. All right, nice. Son of a punch. Nice. All right. You saw it too, Anubis?
Yes, I did.
You didn't say anything.
I gave it 8 out of 10. It was good.
Okay.
Yeah, he said 8 out of 10, yeah.
Real Kung Fu.
Boom. All 10 fingers up. 10 fingers up. One for each episode.
We're going back in time. All right. And Blades of the Guardians. Boom. That's right. Both horns are going up. Yes. So good. You made it. We're right about to end it, Sexy Sumo.
Better late than never.
Hey, thanks for popping in for a bit, man. Thanks for popping in. All right. Click on the links below to follow Kung Fu Santa on the socials. Subscribe to DJ Anubis on the YouTube. That's right. If you guys enjoyed yourself here hanging out with the old samurai guy, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hype the button. Hit the notification bell. That's right. And before we go, You guys know what you need to do.
You want a piece of me?
You want a piece of me?
You want a piece of me?
Oh, you want a piece of me?
You want a piece of me? You want a piece of me?
You got it!
Get a piece of Rick.
We're going fast, man. Get them while you can.
Click on the link to the store below. Autographs, all kinds of movie memorabilia.
Sign posters.
A lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Sign posters, all kinds of cool stuff. Check it out. Get it.
And not
while the
signed by
getting's
me either.
good. No,
By-
not signed by Rick, but from like Jet Li and all that kind of stuff.
Sammo Hung.
Sammo Hung.
Venom.
What? Sammo
The
Hung.
Venoms.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Jackie
Yeah.
Chan.
But thanks again for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to follow the Movie Dojo podcast right here and on Spotify. And I will play one more video before we exit, and let's go out with style.
匪觉得我是官，官觉得我是匪，我就是天下第一的镖人。
煽动刀兵者，死！
刀一旦出鞘，必然是一场天翻地覆。
Oh, the hairs are still standing up. I know I've already seen the movie. All right, guys,
Again.
check it out if you haven't seen it yet, and we'll see you legends on the next one. Take care, guys.